I know I'm not late. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the seminar. I know why you're all here. There's something I've been promising I was going to do for a long time, almost a year now. And it's this optical illusion seminar. I already see some of the panel of experts are coming on. Maybe I'll answer a couple questions. I'll cover the basics of optical illusions. I wrote it out on a whiteboard. I have some examples. And then I'll bring on a little panel of experts. Guys, I don't have COVID. Maybe I have laryngitis. I don't know. I lost my voice. But I've gotten like 5 negative COVID tests. And I've just been staying away from my brothers because Jack got COVID. And my brain, I don't know. I can't really give myself a diagnosis. I just know I really like optical illusions now. I don't know. Maybe some of the guests I bring on can kind of diagnose me why my sudden interest in optical illusions. I'm seeing a lot of great questions. You may also notice I'm wearing a new hat. I'm trying something new. I really hope nobody makes fun of my hat. Especially none of the guests that come on. Because I can't take it right now. I'm too fragile. Okay. Let me start with the basics here. Oh shoot, it's gonna be backwards. All right, you'll have to decode it. The three schools of optical illusions. 1, literal illusions. Wait, you know what? Actually, I think this would actually be more fun if I was showing somebody real. Let me bring on my first guest, and then I'll explain to them. I'm gonna bring on the dumbest person I know, just so I can explain to them the different types of optical illusions. Let me find the requests here. Oh, here. Oh, I thought I was gonna go dumb. I'm going stupid. Wait, why is he not coming on? Accept. My first guest. Can you hear me, bud?
I'm ready, bud.
Okay. I was just telling them I wanted to bring on somebody that just knew nothing about optical illusions. Just a total ignoramus.
Uh-huh.
So.
Right. So what I see first is if we're going to start decoding, we need to notice a fish in the middle. Now, what's that all about?
Okay, so I'm really glad you asked, because it's very not a fish. The first type of, I can't get it all in the frame. The first type of optical illusion, a literal illusion. And for you, who I know English is your third language, I spelled it out phonetically.
Second, but okay.
Yeah, I hope you're taking notes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I have the Google Doc open.
Okay, so here's an example, a literal illusion. It's literally 2 things at once. And I gave the example here. It's the famous example of it's a rabbit, but it's also a duck. Like, literally, I see 2 things here. I didn't do that.
Illusion.
But, so that's literal illusion. Question?
Right. So my thing is, if we start diagnosing the fish and the rug.
Okay, not a fish, not a rug. Continue. You're doing great.
Got it.
Okay, so there was no end to that question. Great. Okay.
So
Yeah, physiological illusion.
right.
And this is a big word. I know English is like your fifth language, so.
Second, but go ahead.
Oh, second, right. Physiological. And that's where you're basically, in layman's terms, your eyes start playing tricks on you. So
if we're gonna, not to interrupt Ryan, but physiological, if we're gonna do this, right, if we're gonna decode physiological, the thing is, phonetically, where does it start?
what a great question. I know it's spelled with a PH in English, often.
Right.
Pronounced as an F.
Gotcha.
A real tongue twister.
Let me pull up my Google Docs.
What's in your Google Doc?
If Ryan, the thing is, if we're gonna get down to brass tacks,
which we should.
Go ahead.
Okay, you keep starting sentences and not ending them. Cool. Okay, so that is like the checkerboard physiological, where your eyes are playing tricks on you, where maybe you see dots where they aren't, and there's such an overstimulation of information that your eyes are like, oh, I see swirling patterns, I see, so then the last one, my personal favorite, cognitive illusions, where that's where your subconscious
cognitive. Now, just for the viewers, Ryan, if we're gonna, because some people might not know what cognitive means. So, do you want to explain?
Yeah, for the viewers, like, explain to me what you think cognitive means, because I totally know, but I just want, like, what do you think the definition is?
If here's the thing, if we're really gonna get down to brass tacks, we have to think cognitive stems from the word cog, and usually when people describe something in a cog way, it's a negative annotation. So what you're saying is we're going to experience a negative optical illusion.
That's exactly right, Austin.
Right.
That's why these two dots, how do they make you feel?
If here's the thing, Ryan, and I don't really, if we're gonna, get down to brass tacks, and if we're really gonna go through this,
go ahead, get down to brass tacks.
If we're really gonna get down to brass tacks and talk about this, the thing is, it sort of, when your eye meets, right?
That, I think you hit the nail on the head. Exactly right. These two circles at the bottom are actually both brown.
Right.
Just the pink squares around it. That one looks like some crazy color, but
right.
So that's kind of a mind fuck there.
Yeah, and usually if I were to, a really excellent optical illusion.
What do we got here?
If you think about, so this is cognitive neuroscience. So essentially, well, okay.
Oh, now I'm seeing it. Okay, so.
Well, no, it's an ad, Ryan. It is an ad. Well, I have to finish. But
okay.
in a, if we're really gonna get down to brass tacks here, okay, we're back up. If you think about in lamest terms, in cognitive lamest terms, the message here is where your eye, you see what I'm saying?
Okay, so I find my eyes separating almost.
Right. So
almost limitless.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Seeing a limitless 360 view around my face, almost like a fish. Is that happening?
Yes. So the thing is, and we really have to think about this in a cognitive way. When we take the fish and the blanket and the two dots that you demonstrated earlier, usually what ends up happening is you'll see eventually Illuminati will start to form here. And in lamest terms, and remember, in lamest terms, we get, you see what I'm saying?
Okay. You know what? As soon as you said lamest terms, when the phrase is actually layman's terms, then I started understanding where you're coming from.
Let's not take things for granted.
All right. Thanks so much to my first guest.
Of course.
That was really helpful for everybody.
You bet. You bet.
Do I kick you off or do you sign off?
I think I sign off. I'll hit the X button and I'll leave.
I'm
I'm looking forward to the next guest.
Okay, I think you're really gonna like the next guest.
Okay.
Thanks, Austin.
Goodbye.
I didn't know anything he was saying. He just has such a thick accent; it's hard to understand. I hope people got any of that. Okay, my next guest, because it seems like people are really enjoying the illusion stuff. Here we go. Here he comes on.
Piano.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, let me just finish my intro. And then... Now that's a piano. What's up, bud?
Hey.
Wow, you look really good.
Okay, so I specifically texted you, please don't make fun of my beanie. It feels a little weird that you came on wearing the exact same beanie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I always wear this beanie. We've talked about this.
Okay, so that's not true. I literally am trying and... Oh, no!
That's all you need.
And it's perfect handwriting, too.
And the thing about that is it's flawless. Perfect handwriting.
Oh, God, even the I at the top is just a perfect straight line.
That's an optical illusion. Class dismissed. How do you hang up? Imagine if I just hung up now.
Class dismissed.
Let's see. Yeah.
I think I'm going to go in level of expertise. So I brought on just a total idiot first. I don't know if you saw, but he just kind of made a fool of himself.
What I saw was your viewers go from 700 to 550 in a matter of seconds. So let's get those numbers back up again.
Okay.
Let's inform some people. Let's really get into it.
That's why
an expert.
Let's win them back. So I'm going to give you an example here.
Oh my! Of course. Of course.
I find this to be a mix between a physiological illusion and a cognitive illusion, because physiologically your eyes are playing tricks on you. No,
yeah, there it is.
Real bicycle. It's actually just a piece of paper. It's a drawing of a bicycle, Ezra.
Right.
And I know it looks like, how'd Ryan get a bike in his room? Nope, just a drawing.
That is you stopped. That's amazing.
And back to a drawing. So what you're seeing is your eyes are playing tricks because they're spirals, but your subconscious is also being activated, saying, I know what a bike is. I'm now recognizing this as a bike. Bike wheels are supposed to vroom, vroom.
And that's an example of what kind of illusion?
Now that is a physiological and cognitive illusion.
There could also be a tactile involved in there, an auditory. Maybe there's a Bivet or a Basold effect, an epigenetic illusion, a Hermann grid illusion. There's a lot of options that we can go when you take one illusion. I've been reading up. This is a book that I found in my bookcase. Didn't even know it was there, and guess what, bud? Optical illusions.
Holy shit. And the craziest thing is you were just reciting all of those illusions off the brain. I knew that information is in there. It's locked in. I'm going to take this hat off. This is ridiculous. Very uncomfortable to wear. Can I tell you actually something really funny? But in all seriousness about this book? Yeah.
since you've been, I don't know what's happening with you with this optical illusion bullshit, but since you've been just texting me nonstop, I've been looking at optical illusions, and I have to tell you, one of the things that I like about it, honestly, I'm being completely serious, is that you know how I like don't like to get got? Like, you know how like I like don't want to be fooled sometimes?
Right.
But like no matter yeah, exactly. No matter what I do when I look at some of the things you send me, I'm just like, damn it. I like I see it. Like I want to be the person who like sees beyond the illusion, and I see the illusion. Like it gets me. Let me tell you a story about this book.
Okay, but I was going to say illusions are the great equalizer, but now you could go.
Oh, sorry. Some people consider it the great equalizer. Unless you've read Optical Illusions, Challenge Your Thinking by no author unknown.
Oh, okay. And that book is for adults, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because the font seems really big. Okay, all right, good.
I would like to show you some of these illusions in which I cannot solve them at all and can't see them. And I want to see if you can see some of them.
Oh, great. I love it.
Yeah, so Arabic. Can you work out what these shapes represent?
Does it matter that I'm seeing it backwards or no?
Maybe.
Oh my God. I mean, I'd love to see in the comments. Can anybody see this?
Does anybody know? Oh, a number, that's good.
Oh, is it a number? Oh, wait. Oh my God, I just saw it, a 6.
It is a 6. I couldn't get it. I had to look at the answer. That's amazing.
That's fine. Yeah,
It is a 6.
your eyes back and see it in a new way.
See if there's any other good ones, because some of these are very. I could not get them, and it was. Let's see, cat. That's a good one. Why don't you pick a page between 1 and 230?
100.
Pick a number. 100. We're on the way.
I'm glad that we've gotten down to like 406 watchers, because now we know these are the people that are really interested in optical illusions. We have our core.
That's right.
And the rift spread away.
Yeah, the illusion of the people have faded away, and all that remains. Right.
The optics.
This isn't. This is a series of blobs and blotches. Yet our brains fill in the missing bits. What do we interpret them as? You ready?
Yeah, ready. Like, so obviously a person.
So obviously a person. It's like they drew a. What is that? It's like they drew a person, and then they just blurted out. This is a terrible book.
I wonder what kind of like weird sociopath wouldn't see a person.
Does anybody see anything besides a man with a mustache in this? That's Ryan. An old man. Old man.
Yeah, I think that's referring to you.
Oh.
Yeah, I think everybody. That was not a good illusion.
That's terrible. Can we do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more, and then I'll bring on my last guest.
Okay. Yeah. What? Give me a page.
Let's do 4.
Ooh, wow. All right, here we go. It's kind of a noble pursuit.
What's that?
It's kind of a noble pursuit, just the study of illusion.
I mean, yeah, somebody's got to do it. And I just think I have a brain that's equipped for looking at a lot of illusions all day long. I think.
What about your brain? Just makes you equipped.
I think a lot of people, when they see something like that fake, they get thrown. They're like, "Who am I?" They go into an existential spiral. I'm extremely confident with who I am, and so I think I'm kind of centered. I know, you know what? That's just an illusion, and I can handle it.
Wow. The numbers are going back up, bud.
They like.
Yeah. Okay.
You can handle it too.
I'm trying. A question of lines. Which of the 3 horizontal lines is the longest? The top one, I know what the answer is. The top one, the middle one, or the bottom one.
But this seems like
so.
Okay, go ahead.
So which is the longest?
The top one.
I think I know the answer. I'm gonna answer two, and then we'll go to the answer page. Okay.
Okay.
You ready for me to blow your mind?
I mean, I gave you. I know the solution.
You ready for me to blow your mind?
Yeah.
I bet they're all the same length. Let's go.
Impossible.
Let's go. Solution page 251. Here we go.
Don't say it.
All three
No.
are the same length. It's the angles that make the horizontal lines look like different lengths.
Illusion. More like delusion. Thanks so much, my guest. Okay, Bud, you got next, Bud. Okay.
Whee!
Bye, Bud.
Okay.
Bye. I can't. Oh, you gotta hit the X, Bud.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna hit it right about now.
Oh, okay. What? Please don't do that. That's not an illusion.
Here I go. I'll see you later.
None of these are illusions. Now that was special. I'm going to be posting a lot more optical illusions on my story. God, I tapped into some market that really enjoys these illusions. Ezra's wife, Sarah, just commented, "Put our daughter's piano down." Okay, I'm going to bring on my final guest. The smartest, an actual professor of illusion. Dr. Adam Metzger.
Ryan.
Have you been watching the stream so far?
I've been watching the entire thing, and I am so interested in something very, very specific.
Listening.
So illusion type number 2 is physiological, correct?
Correct. By the way, our viewers are skyrocketing.
Skyrocketing, yes.
Okay, go.
So number 2 is physiological, but I'm most interested in your deep psychological issues that have driven you towards optical illusion. So can we do a little bit of a therapy session to kind of dive into what this means for you?
I would really rather not. I don't want to think about why.
Okay, question number 1.
Oh,
here we go. So why do you think the fact that we are currently in quarantine and have had to cancel some shows, what do you think the relationship between that and your obsession, nonstop obsession with optical illusions is?
You know what? I started thinking, oh, maybe I want to see the illusion of an audience in front of me. And then I got distracted and realized it looks like it's moving.
Okay, that's really interesting. And so you know that I am now a doctor, and they call me Dr. Optics. So this is my area of specialty. My next question is, how do you know that your entire life is not an illusion?
What a great question. And the answer, I'll answer your question with an optical illusion.
So walk us through this. What is this? Let
me walk you through this. I'm gonna post this on my story because I have a feeling it's not coming across through the phone. But if you stare at the cross for long enough, the pink dots disappear. And some may say, those are my problems disappearing. But me, I just say they're pink dots.
Wow.
I'm getting requests. I'm gonna have a couple people join you for a last wrap up. Let's see if this works. I think you could bring on more than one person.
Whoa. I've never done this before.
Are you seeing me and Austin?
Yes, I'm seeing you and, well, I'm seeing an empty room that I assume is Austin's room.
Welcome back, our first guest. And then, wait. Okay. Ezra said he would rejoin. As for the big finale, not here. Ezra, you want to sign off and then rejoin? Not make me look like an idiot?
I found some issues with your theory earlier, Ryan.
Oh, please proceed.
So the thing is, so I did some research, and what I found.
Okay, that's for adults.
What I found is usually what I like to think of, and well, actually, let me show you. I've written some quotes through my years of study, and something that I've come across in my study is, if we choose, we can live in a world of comforting illusion. Now, what exactly do I mean by that?
Oh, you
What do you mean by
that
what? Is that a question, Austin? What do you mean by that? Is that rhetorical?
Look closely.
Okay, I'm looking. What's supposed to happen here at that perfect spiral?
What I think you've developed, Ryan, and this is something that I've written here in my Google Doc, is, in layman's terms, cognitive terms, what does it mean? We have to think about the way in which cognitive terms describe someone who is. Where do crazy people come from? Cognitive dissociative disillusion. Where do we go from here? We need to save these people. How? Cognitive associative illusion. What does that mean? We save them from optical illusions, in lamest terms, of course. Ryan, you have a problem.
You sound like the youngest kid at Passover dinner,
Ryan,
asking questions. That's what you sound like. Can I say one thing, Ryan?
Yeah.
I think you have a problem, Ryan.
Ryan, let me say one thing. We all know the lilac chaser illusion. We all know that it was first made in 2005 and that there's a number of different factors of negative after images. We all know of Troxler fading, which is the famous thing that the illusion you just saw.
That goes
without saying, but what we don't know is what you're not telling us.
How many legs does this elephant have?
What, Austin? What?
Oh, good. Illusion. I just want to think about illusions.
We take these things for granted.
Want to finish your point?
How many triangles?
Oh my God. 2.
The answer is there are no triangles, because in reality there are only 3 V shapes and 3 shapes that look like Pac-Man.
Yeah, we all know that's Gestalt's law of closure. We tend to see objects that are close together in a related group. We all Googled top optical illusions, and now I'm just reading off what Austin is doing in the moment. But
I think Ezra, in lamest terms, you have a problem.
Okay, Austin just learned the word lamest, and he's not even saying it right. It's layman's.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room here. I think, Ryan, you've been spending a little bit too much time on optical illusions.
What? No, I haven't.
I think you've driven yourself, cognitively, of course, crazy.
Is this why you all came on to tell me I'm crazy?
Yes.
We all came on to talk about your hat. We had a text chain separately from you, Ryan, and we all want to address your hat because we really think this is a problem.
Don't tell him about the text chain. Don't do that.
Ryan, I have a letter that I wrote for you that I'm going to read to you, and I would really love if you can let me finish before you interrupt. Dear Ryan, it has come to our attention. Wow, Austin, who is that?
That's Pete Wentz. I think that's what Ryan is turning into.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Austin, you interrupted while I was in the middle of reading that. Dear Ryan, It has come to our attention that you have become obsessed with both optical illusion. It is driving our family and our crew apart. Please help us address this issue. We know that it is a psychological and mental issue for you, and we are here to help you. Please don't push us away any longer. Your brother, Adam. Ezra, it's your turn to read your letter.
That's all I need to say.
I get it.
We love you, bud.
I get it, guys. You care about me, and you just want to see more optical illusions and more hat. Bye, suckers! This was a phenomenal waste of time, everybody. Thanks for joining. Sorry you had to see this. I will be posting a lot more optical illusions on my story, probably starting to carry over to the AJR story. So if you're expecting music, anything music related, anytime soon, lower your expectations. It will be only optical illusions. Thanks,
Good luck,
everybody.
Brian.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.